Oh, the joys of farming, you guys. It rained so much this year, and it was looking like such a great crop. And then the rain shut off. Well, you can't win them all. We had enough moisture to get through, I think. And then a frost comes early, like a good 3 weeks early, maybe even 4. And this is now what our corn looks like. It's white and all dead, because the frost said no, it's just gonna die. And oh my goodness, did this corn look good. I think this entire field here is absolutely cooked though, and I honestly have no idea what we're gonna have left. But I mean, all these cobs just look beautiful. Like, look at this honker, or right next to it, we got another one. I mean, how much yield did we lose here? Do you guys know? I mean, this cob is fully dented, I would say, but you do find a cob every here and there that is not fully dented. I think we probably lost some test weight for sure. How much yield did we lose? I mean, that's a pretty good looking cob. Looks like it maybe missed a little bit of pollination, but still giant kernels. I was really excited for this stuff. It's short corn too, because we got it in super early and it was cold. And it didn't want to grow that tall, but every single cob just looks like a hog. It's a little spotty on the headland here, that's where I'm at, but oh, we had such good potential. And maybe we still do. Maybe I'm being a Debbie Downer for no reason, and we'll still have 55-pound corn. I don't know. I'm pretty sure you want to hit black layer before you get a frost, and I think we were 2 weeks away from black layer. And that was a big cob. 20 round, I think they ended up being. But are they at black layer? No. There's still milk in there. 2 weeks away. If this frost would have held off for 2 weeks, man, that would have been awesome. Fry the fields, get it all dried down in a jiffy. Well, I think it'll be dried down in a jiffy, but it's gonna suck to combine 50-pound corn, if it'll even be that. I don't know. I'm not an agronomist. I'm just a stupid farmer, and I just work here. So yeah, this is me coming back again, picking up the camera to some really sad news of our corn getting frozen. Now, not our entire crop got it. Every field, at least some low spots got frost, but this here, I think there's a good amount of land here. There's quite a few fields here, and it looks like from one end of the field to the other, this stuff got cooked. I mean, it's fried. But then I go 4 miles that way, and that field looked just fine. So, like I always say, I just work here. But we couldn't have really done anything different. We got this corn in super early, like I said a little bit ago. It's a very early variety corn. It's not like this stuff we were pushing our limits for a longer maturity corn and get max yield. This stuff we were intending on it being dry in the field, so we really put a low maturity corn in. Frost just came way too early this year. Okay, since we got that frost, I think harvest is probably going to be here before we know it, so we really got to get these big girls ready. And for the most part, we kind of done a lot of the work to them already. We're not going to do a whole lot. Like, we replaced all the chains. I know I got to check gearboxes. It's like my feeder chain is a little loose. That should probably be tensioned up. And grease. I believe all filters and oil were changed on all of them. This one is actually just finished yesterday by Cameron, and then we did the other ones like last spring or something, I think. I don't know. I just work here, and I just know that this work needs to be done. So, trying to gain ambition to do it. I don't have much of it right now, but it's got to get done. So, I don't know where I'm going to start. I'm going to start with sit down and take a nap. And I'm going to start with tensioning this feeder chain. And then probably end up over tightening it and cause mass destruction. John Deere, we've come up with the design. This is something that needs to change. It's super simple, right here, this little knob. Why do I need a screwdriver to take this shield off? So dumb. Unless I can get my hand back there. No, I can't think that skinny of thoughts. Okay, this I believe is my tensioning sprocket, and I'm assuming I just turned this nut. I actually don't know. Do I have to loosen this guy? I think this washer needs to be in line with this. That's how tight it's supposed to be, and that's for my feeder chain. And if I'm not mistaken, there's one on this side, and I need my screwdriver again. Yes, there is one on this side, but this one's not nearly as accessible friendly. Now, what size wrench is it? Am I gonna get the first try? I'm gonna guess it's a 24. I think it's bigger than a 24. We'll try it though. Just because I really like walking back and forth and wasting time. You know, a lot of guys before season will go through their combines and like literally put tons of hours of work into them trying to make sure nothing breaks down. Yeah, something's always gonna break, so just halfway wing it and call it a day, say a prayer while you're combining and hope nothing breaks. That's kind of my theory. It never works, but neither does actually going through it for 50,000 hours and hoping nothing breaks, because stuff still breaks then too. It's a 30. That was my first guess. It was not a 24. Am I tightening this the right way? Oh, I'm not. So I'm trying to tighten my flux capacitor feeder chain up here, as I was telling you guys, and I've got it all the way tensioned up, although it moved a little bit on me here, like the washer to this plate where it's supposed to be tight, you know. And then I look at my feeder chain. You guys probably can't see in there very well. It just doesn't look tight. It's still dragging you on the belly pan, and I don't think it's supposed to do that because I'm going to wear through my belly pan extremely fast and then need a lot more parts and a lot more mass destruction. So I called to see if I should maybe take a half link out of here and then like put it back together. I was told I have to take everything here apart and lube it up and then put it back together. So I guess I'm gonna do that now. Okay, I'm not entirely sure if I'm doing this right, but it was through 2 different phone calls, and this is what I was told to do. I think is what I comprehended, is take this all apart and lube it all up. I hope me taking this apart didn't mess everything up, but I don't know. I don't see this fixing it. But I just work here, so we're just gonna keep doing it until we cause mass destruction or fix it. Those are both forms of progress. And honestly, it's never a good idea for me to be taking stuff apart because there's a 100% chance it's going back together wrong. Because I just forget, but it's apart. Now I gotta get some lube. I don't know what I'm spraying up, but we're just gonna spray everything. I can't imagine it's that piece, but like I always say, I just work here. There. Oh, now, yeah, I think I have a video of how it went together, or I could go look at another combine. Let's just try to mess it up on our own. Okay. I mean, stuff does move a lot nicer here with it all apart. Oh, now it's not wanting to go back together. Well, we got it started crooked, so when all else fails, send it home with an impact. It worked. Sometimes it makes me very nervous. And when Joey watches this later, he's gonna be shaking his head saying, "You idiot." It's not tighten it all the way. So that way, I don't know if you have to actually loosen that to tighten it, but I don't know what I'm doing. I'm winging it, faking it till I make it, except for you guys know that I'm faking it, so I'm not really faking it. Okay, I called with the guy that is a lot smarter than me just to double check that I was doing this all right, and I am. I got that cleaned up and it actually worked. It tightened up nicely, just barely not touching when I have the tension to the proper spec. So since this takes forever to just slowly turn that wrench, we got Mason here working on that. Now I'm gonna try and tackle this. I don't know what I'm doing, but I called the smarter man, that's me, and I'm gonna try to fix this. There's a seal leaking, or I don't know if it's a seal, but it's leaking oil and it's not supposed to do that. So I'm gonna see if I can make it not do that by taking it all apart and causing more mass destruction. Actually, by taking this side apart, I took it apart too much and then I couldn't get it back together, and it was 3 of us working at it and fighting and wanting to say some words that probably shouldn't. I didn't, but I thought about it. Yeah, but we got it back together. He's tightening it up. Now I'm gonna figure out how to get that reverser gearbox apart. Okay, we took the belt off and the who's it next to the what's it now. I got the leaky sink wrench. This is the wrench you use if your sink is leaking and it just can't quite get it tight. This one will get it tight, and I promise you'll never leak. Try to get that large nut off there. At least attempt to, I think. I don't know. I just work it. Okay, so I've made progress in taking this apart. I got the nut off, the pulley off, and now we're down to the seal here, and obviously you can see that's where it's leaking because of all the oil there, and I literally had to add like a quart of oil to this thing every single day last year during harvest, except for during the end it magically quit leaking, and I don't know why. So Joey would probably say let's just send it and keep an eye on it, but it takes forever to put oil in this thing for some reason. Like, it literally would take a half hour every morning to put a quart of oil in here, which is really annoying. So I have the seal coming. It'll get here tomorrow. Now I just gotta get this old one out, and I was told it should just pull out this way. I was also told, this is very scary to me, to take a self-tapper, so I have like a self-tapping tin screw here, drill that into it, and that'll give me something to grab onto and pull it out. There is a proper tool for this that'll like puncture it and you pull it out and you push the new one in. I don't have that tool, so we're making do with what we have in a very scary way, praying I don't cause mass destruction. Okay, at this very moment I don't think we've wrecked anything, but we have a tin self-tapping screw through the seal. Now he said take a hammer, hook it, and see if you can get it pulled out. Got a hammer. I'm imagining I'm gonna have to put one of these on each side to keep wiggling it out side to side, I think. I don't know, and then I guess I gotta get the new one in there properly without breaking it. Okay, that went way too easy. That's incredible. I was stressed out for nothing. Yeah, I'll just get my new one and pound it in there. And the seal is definitely broken right there. You see, you can see that? Just the way that it is.
Oh yeah, I do see that.
It's definitely broken.
By the way that it is.
I wasn't going crazy, it's actually broken. I should probably wipe this up and patch it up so the dust doesn't get in there till I get my new part tomorrow. That works swellingly. That made my day right there. Why can't all projects go that easy? Well, it's not done yet. I do have to get the new one in there without wrecking it. Okay, while I wait for this part, this thing also needs to be greased. Check the other gearboxes. Brandon wants to level the concaves in it. I don't know what that all entails. I've seen videos of it and heard good things about it. The machine's supposed to perform way better. Why they're not leveled from the factory is beyond me. Like, let's fix this. Like, why do I need a screwdriver to get in here, and why is my combine coming with unleveled concaves? This should be already done for me. That's what we're gonna do. But while this needs that small work or whatever, blah blah blah, Mason, kind of a greenie, he doesn't know what he's doing, so we're gonna get him some work to do. Come on, Mason. By the way, guys, in the last video we got the Mac and we dropped it off at Bismarck, got all the work done to it. It no longer does 65, it does more than that. They went through it, kind of did actually sadly a lot of work to it, but that's used stuff for you. And I ended up finding a trailer too. It's a Wilson. It's a 51-foot triple hopper. Super singles in the rear. It's a used trailer. It should work. It should haul grain. So, good cheap outfit to get a fourth one on the crew. It'd be nice to have bought a new truck and a new trailer, but with sub $4 corn, a lot of things would be nice, and it's just not possible anymore. Oh. So we're gonna get a head hooked up here. If I can get these apart, this is gonna suck. Why you no start? The header's on. Why is that on? I got a feeling one of my nephews was in here. Now she fired up. Kind of gets me exciting. Can we go combine now? And then, is it over with yet? Oh, I used to really enjoy harvest, and I still do. But as you get older, it's not as fun. This is when it gets really exciting, when you start bringing the combine to the header, and then you lift it up. If only harvest was easy enough to where you just get in the combine and go. Like the first time you get in it, crops are all ready. I'm not causing mass destruction right now. Okay, yep. I might drop this off the trailer. Doing a lot of something wrong. How do I work this thing again? That's the other thing that sucks. You get so good at running these stupid monitors and all the buttons because you run it for like 2 months straight, and then you don't run it for 10 months and you don't know what the heck you're doing. Like me right now. Tilt forward. Nope. Oh, there. Okay, where we go? There we go. Try this second time. There we go. We lifted it without causing mass destruction. Okay, first order of business now that I got it hooked up. Well, it's not hooked up. On the combine, once we get it hooked up, I'm gonna run it and make sure everything talks and communicates, because these things were sitting in a shed with a lot of mice. The headers literally just smell like mice. It's disgusting. And then see what mice go running, obviously. See if it makes any noises. And I'll also loosen up the sickle down there for me, because I believe we are gonna pull the sickle and put a whole new one in. All 3 headers, I think. Probably, maybe, I don't know. I just work here. But that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Okay, we are officially all hooked up. Now I just gotta run it and see if anything broke while it sat in the shed all winter long. I don't know why that happens, but it does. My biggest concern is a mouse finding a home in one of the wiring harnesses and getting really hungry. Hopefully it all talks to each other. First we gotta hit the power folding hoppers. Man, I truly do not remember how this thing works. Well, that works, that's good. Okay, I know I have to put like the proper header in here so it knows. Oh, it already knows. Okay, can I turn my pressure up? How do I do that again? I think that was this one. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm just gonna turn it on. Well, everything's spinning. That's a good sign. It doesn't sound like World War III. Does my fan bar move? Negatory. Okay, a mouse must have got hungry somewhere. That's not cool potatoes. Okay, now Brandon's barking orders saying we're gonna level the concaves. We've never done this before, but apparently it's a thing that people do. I don't know. I just work here. So he's barking orders at me that I gotta take one of the flux capacitors off here, and that looks like that maybe 15. Oh, 13. I was thinking like a 16 or 17. 15. I don't even think it's a 15. Yeah, we're gonna balance the concaves or level the concaves. We're gonna do something with the combine that John Deere should have done from the factory. Here you guys go. You're too dang loud out here. These are being confiscated. You have fun. Okay, concave has officially balanced or leveled or whatever you want to call it. You basically just had to move them bolts there and move that, and now it's level, I guess. I don't know. I just did what I'm told. I just work here. Now we're gonna calibrate or balance all the sieves. So that way when we're calibrating combines and one combine gets it figured out, and we can say the number in the cab, and that number should be the same as what it actually is out here because we're calibrating it, I think. I don't know what we're doing. Brandon's watching a video. He wants to do more work than I want to because I'm lazy.